The transfer window has slammed shut, but it is a warm Stoke City welcome to none other than Ben Pearson. Ben, great to see you. How does it feel to be a Stoke City player?
Yeah, it feels really good. Just to get it over the line on the last day was important for me. Just to come out and play some football and get back to enjoying it.
What are those last few days like from a player's perspective in the transfer window, and in particular deadline day, because this one could have been quite late, couldn't it?
Yeah, it was really late. It was stressful. Probably 8 hours sat in my flat in Bournemouth waiting for something to happen, just sort of waiting for phone call after phone call of where we're at, how it's going. So no, I'd say it was a stressful sort of 12 hours for me. It's
been a pretty difficult season at times here at Stoke City. When you arrive and you see the teammates, you see the facilities around you, how confident are you that we can finish the season with a flourish, and what will you bring to the table to make sure that happens?
Yeah, I think when you look at the squad on paper, it's a really good team. I think probably in a false position. I think confidence has probably been hit by results over this season, and I think it's hard to get out of that sort of when you're stuck in the mud a little bit, and it's hard to get out of. So I'm confident that we can sort of turn things around. Obviously, me and Axel come in, and a few more signings that was previously in the window, and we just need to be probably a little bit more consistent.
You know the manager, don't you? You know the manager pretty well.
Yeah.
Spent a bit of time together. What's that relationship like?
Yeah, it's been really good. I've kept in contact since I left. When I was with him at Preston. So no, always speaking to him in the summer. Always had sort of a strong relationship. I played a lot of games under him. He knows sort of what I'm about. I know what he expects and the standards that he expects. So no, I'd say it's a really good relationship.
What did he say to you about the club's ambitions between now and the end of the season?
He said we need to be more consistent. I think he sees me as sort of that holding midfielder, lets the other lads sort of flourish a bit more. I think he knows I understand this league. I've played a lot of games for him and in this league, so I think just bring my ability, bring my experience to the table and see where we go. I'm gonna be
honest with you. I used to hate you coming in as an opposition player. You seem like a player that players would hate to play against, but absolutely love to have you on their side. Is that a fair assessment, and is that an environment that you thrive upon?
Yeah, I've probably heard that sort of expression quite a lot, especially when I've been at new teams or players have come in. They probably don't expect me to be like I am around the training ground. I think I'm quite relaxed, easy to get on with. I think people expect me to be a bit weird or a bit, I don't know, a bit angry. So no, I think once I cross that white line, I'm sort of a different person. I'll do anything to win. I think that's what you need. So I'm probably looked upon quite differently from other fans and from other players.
But we can confirm Ben Pearson is a very nice guy. No sendings off for 104 games as well.
Yeah, I've probably maybe going down south, maybe soften me up a little bit. No, I think to be honest, I haven't had the consistent running the team, so it's been difficult for me. I think playing games breeds a bit of confidence, and then obviously playing more games, the more cautions you get and more chances you've got of slipping up. So no, I think it's just about playing games for myself personally. That's what I need to do.
Where does that, I'm going to call it spirit, where does that stem from? Is it growing up the Man United way? Is that always instilled in you?
Yeah, I think when you're brought up in that academy, I think you're sort of bred to win. I think win at all costs, and I think you get treated as a kid a little bit differently. I think it's about this sort of concentrate on you as a human being rather than as a footballer, and you sort of expected to win. So no, I think that's what drives me.
We mentioned Manchester United. Of course, growing up through that environment, you won the Jimmy Murphy Young Player of the Year Award 2012-2013, won by Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Axel Tuanzebe. What's that like as a young boy growing up at Manchester United?
I probably didn't sort of take it in what I should have at the time. I think looking back, it's an unbelievable achievement. I think when you look at the list of players who have won that award, and it gets given out to one United player per season, I think it's a good achievement. I probably didn't realise at the time, but no, it's probably one of my most special awards. That.
Who did you look up to growing up?
As a player? Probably Scholes. I think I remember watching Scholes Keane in that centre midfield for United. I was lucky to have him as a reserve manager for a little period, so that was nice. He trained quite a lot with us. He was better than all the players at the time, so no, probably Scholes was my idol growing up.
It's safe to say you've had some pretty interesting battles here at the Bet365 Stadium. How much are you looking forward to playing here in the red and white and having these fans supporting you for a change?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think every time I've played against Stoke, I've done particularly well. I think I quite like the pitch. I think it's a decent size, which suits me. And I think when you have opposition fans that boo you and then you end up signing for them, it's going to be a little bit different. So no, it's something I'm looking forward to.
Sum up the last 5 or 6 months or so. I mean, you've always been a player with consistent game time. You've always played week in, week out. To have that probably turned minimal at times. Yeah. How has that been mentally for you, and how do you cope with that as a player?
Yeah, it's been difficult. I think I've spent, I don't know, the first 7, 8 years of my career playing probably every game week in, week out, and then you go to a club where he's fighting. Well, we got promotion last year, and then you go into the Premier League, and it's a lot more difficult. I think I found it tough to sort of get a consistent run in the games. I started the season quite strong, got injured, and then it's a brutal game, football. You're sort of in and out, coming on a little bit from the bench. So it's been difficult for me. I think living so far away from home as well, whilst you're going through a tough time, by not playing makes it sort of doubly difficult.
Well, finally, before we get a couple of quick fires in, the biggest and most important question of the day: have you bought a body cream?
I have, yeah. I've got it. I've got my Laura Mercier body cream with me.
Strawberry vanilla.
Yeah, strawberry vanilla. Yeah.
The weirdest thing I've ever seen.
I've got a new honeycomb one, so
we can't wait to try that out.
I'll give you a
go on. What's the thought process there? And tell us, for anybody that doesn't know what happens with this, what do you do?
So before every game, I get my pot of Laura Mercier and I just cream my body. I think it's got a strange one. I know everyone's laughing. It's got a strange one, but
what's the thinking behind it? Is it that opponents can't?
No, it's nothing to do with it. I think I did it when we won a game, and then I just thought I'm quite superstitious with that.
That was it.
I think that's what I've carried on. Yeah.
Makes sense.
It makes no sense, does it?
Right. Well, let's get some quick fire questions in. First of all, career highlight.
Probably promotion last year.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be?
So maybe like an interior designer or something like that. I quite like that.
Do you quite like where we are?
Yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, happy with this? Gets a seal of approval. I think I know the answer to this. Fresh trim or let it grow?
I'll let it grow.
Fruit or veg?
Fruit.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Favourite holiday destination?
Maldives, Dubai, something like that.
Don't do things by halves, do you? One player to score a penalty to save your life, who would it be?
Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney, interesting. Red card or own goal? I mean, ideally you don't want any.
Yeah, I'd go red card.
Take a red. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Early morning workout or evening workout?
Evening workout.
Yeah, we ain't getting up. TV or film?
I like a good film.
Like a good film, what's the favourite?
Yeah. My favourite ever film? Interstellar, if you've seen it.
Great film. City or countryside?
City.
Finally, one celebrity to go on a night out with. Who would it be? Or player?
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, not bad. Ben, brilliant to chat to you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.